What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Sports TV, coming back at you with another one. So I want to talk about what has been pushed to the back burner since all this Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, and the Colin Kaepernick and all these other things has been taking the headlines, and especially in the sport of boxing. You know, you had a Lomachenko fight, then you had the Terrence Crawford, Julius Ndongo fight is coming up, and the big one is Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, and all the headlines with the Mikey Garcia Adrian Broner fight that was a couple of weekends ago, and then you had the of course you get all the circus things that goes in between the Mayweather and McGregor fight leading up to it. You know, you got the All Access. Then you got the Conor McGregor versus, Conor McGregor sparring Paulie Malignaggi, all of those things going on. So what's been pushed to the back burner and all of this has been the Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G fight, which is coming up real soon. It's gaining on us very quick. You know, before you know it, that fight is just right around the corner. It's next month. So want to talk about that a little bit. You know, that's a huge fight in the sport of boxing, man. That's a huge fight, and it's not being talked about enough. And I'm pretty sure, you know, that was part of Floyd Mayweather's. That was part of his idea, man. That was part of his plan. You know, especially with his rivalry with Oscar De La Hoya, man. You know, Oscar De La Hoya, if you didn't know, is jealous of Floyd Mayweather. You know, he's hating on Floyd Mayweather. Every chance he gets, he's telling people not to watch the McGregor-Mayweather fight. So Floyd Mayweather purposely, because, you know, he usually fights on Mexican holiday weekends, you know, Cinco de Mayo. September and May is usually his dates. And now, you know, him coming back after 2 years, the Canelo Alvarez and Triple G fight took the September date that he usually fights on. And it was rumored that's what he wanted. He wanted to fight in September. He wanted the McGregor fight to be in September. And, you know, he got pushback for it. And, of course, he couldn't move Golden Boy off their date. Canelo Alvarez wasn't, you know, he wasn't going to accept it, especially him being Mexican. He wasn't going to accept that to take place. So that was part of Floyd Mayweather's plan, was to schedule his fight, you know, so close to the Canelo Triple G fight. You know, they're going to lose a lot of buyers due to that fight, especially their fight is on pay-per-view. You know, you're not going to spend $100+ on the Floyd Mayweather fight August 26th, and then turn around, you know, 2 weeks later or so, a little over 2 weeks, and then you're going to spend another $100+ on another pay-per-view event, and then have another fight part. You know, when Floyd Mayweather fights, it's a holiday. It's a big thing. You know, people go all out. I know I usually do. You know, we have big fights, man. You know, barbecue, food. You know, it's an event. It's just not a fight. You know, it's not. You get together with your boys and you hang out in the basement and you watch a fight. My Floyd Mayweather fight is not that way, man. Everybody's interested, man. The casual fans, he bring out everybody. So it's a holiday, man. People, you know, everything's shut down, man. You know, prices go up in Vegas. All the prices in Vegas go up. All the stores, you know. And you get, people barbecue because of the time that he usually do it is May and September. So, you know, you usually get good weather, especially on the East Coast. The weather is, you know, you get fairly good weather in September, early September and late May. You know, the weather is great. So, you know, a lot of people barbecue, you know, parties and so on and so on. So it's a holiday, man. It turned into a holiday when this guy fights. So now, you know, you just put in perspective that, listen, you're going to spend money for barbecue, you're going to spend money for food, then you're going to spend $100 for the fight, and you're going to spend liquor and beer money. You know, there's a lot of money that goes into that. So are you going to turn around 2 weeks later and repeat the same cycle? No. And then on top of it, You know, are you gonna barbecue and because listen, here in New York, I'm in New York, so state of New York, man, towards the towards the end of September, you could get some funny weather. And I mean, it's not the war is dead in the middle of September, so you never know what you could get. But here we get a lot of hurricanes and stuff like that. You know, we get a lot of rain and stuff in those times in the fall. So are you going to turn around and spend that money again? Probably not. So he did it on purpose. But let me get back to that fight, man. So yeah, it's a huge fight, man. Triple G is 37-0 with 33 knockouts. And you got Canelo Alvarez 49-1, 1-1, one draw, and his one loss obviously to Floyd Mayweather, 34 knockouts. He actually got more knockouts than Triple G does. He's moving up in weight. This is just his second fight at being a full-fledged middleweight. Actually, his last fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was that fight was at a catchweight at 165. So it's actually over the middleweight division, the middleweight weight limit. But I personally have I think Canelo Alvarez he's gonna stop Triple G. That's my personal opinion. I'll make another video more in depth about why, but I think that he's gonna stop Triple G. Triple G's last opponents, when he stepped up in competition, he doesn't look the same. That Kell Brook fight, and Kell Brook was a welterweight. But that Kell Brook fight, he was exposed. Kell Brook exposed him. And then the Danny Jacobs fight, I actually thought Danny Jacobs won that fight. He got a unanimous decision. I didn't see it that way at all. And the Kell Brook stop, hit Kell Brook, he broke his eye socket. But Kell Brook moved up 2 weight classes. So, he's a welterweight moving up to middleweight. There was a money grab for Kell Brook. But Canelo Alvarez's last 7 opponents, they wasn't, I'm not going to say they was all great opponents, but they were formidable. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., then you had Liam Smith, which was not too many people knew who Liam Smith was. Then the Amir Khan fight, that shouldn't have happened. That was equivalent to Triple G fighting Kell Brook. And you had the big fight, which was Miguel Cotto, and then James Kirkland before that, Erislandy Lara, and Alfredo Angulo. Angulo, that was a knockout. Lara was a unanimous decision, a split decision, should I say. James Kirkland was a knockout. Miguel Cotto was a unanimous decision. Amir Khan was a knockout. Liam Smith was a knockout. And Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he just beat the shit out of him. He didn't even come to fight. But yeah, I got Canelo Alvarez winning this fight, man. Canelo Alvarez is the biggest draw in boxing aside for Floyd Mayweather. And, he's the pay-per-view star. This is the Floyd Mayweather fight is going to hurt his pay-per-view numbers, so it's probably not going to show up like it should, barring that Floyd Mayweather hadn't came back. If Floyd Mayweather hadn't came back and hadn't be fighting Conor McGregor in such a circus fight and such a big fight, then Canelo Alvarez will clearly be he's clearly the pay-per-view star in boxing as of this moment. So let me know what y'all think, man. That's all I got for y'all. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell on the side to get the latest alerts, man. All right, so that's all I got for y'all. Like, comment, hate, and subscribe. Peace.
Around here, and I'm out 8 in the mall, dog. Glock 2 around here, what you do around here? And I keep my tool around here. My act a fool around.